Hello, welcome to 22 Haitian Baby Page. Welcome to 2018. That's my surprise face. um, I want to say that I thank you guys for my subscriptions going up, my new people. Thank you and welcome. My channel is mostly hauls that probably will change within this year, though. I kind of want to do more things and save. So, because of that reason, you guys will have a haul after this video, though, because I did buy something before I went to Florida for Christmas. Because the things that I bought, the last Forever 21 haul I made, there was a dress I bought for $68, and there was another satin dress that I bought on sale for 20. It was like $27, but I think I got it for $24 or something like that. That I brought back because it was ripping. I'll link the video below so you guys can see that haul. So those two items, I brought them back and I exchanged them for other items, and I also have a $30 Forever 21 card because even though I bought it through PayPal and PayPal is linked to my credit card, because I didn't use my credit card, that's the reason why I didn't have my money back. I didn't blow up at the saleswoman because I go to Forever 21 all the time, so it's not like a big thing for me. I'm getting over a cold too, if you can't tell. It's like cold over here, snowing and everything. Um, so I'm going to let you guys know what my New Year's resolution is. I usually go by my age. I'm 33. I usually go by my age, and then I tell you, name you what I'm going to do this year. I really don't have much. I'm going to get closer to God, and closer to educating myself about Black history. And when I say Black history, I mean everywhere. Not just Black American history. I'm talking about I am Haitian. Oh yeah, happy Haitian independence. Duel. I totally forgot about that. I think the reason why I forgot to mention that is because they were out of pumpkins, and this was the first year that I wasn't able to make my soup. So I'm really upset about that. I'll even link that video below and explain the soup to you. Um, uh, well, the meaning behind the soup that Haitians usually eat. But anyway, yeah, so that's why I forgot to mention that. But I am going to get closer to God, and I am going to go back to finding out more about Black history worldwide. I to truly know yourself, you have to know your history, correct? And if you don't know your history, you pretty much kind of know yourself, but you don't know your real, true identity. So for me, just like if something affects a Black person in London or in Africa, it affects me because we are all linked together. It doesn't matter where you are around the world, we are all linked together. And that's why we feel so passionate and feel like we have to defend that person or have to stand up for the injustice and have to stand up for that person. Because, when you let things slide, it comes closer to home. Okay. So that is the reason why, I am in this journey where I want to get pretty much figure out what is my purpose in life and what is my work in this life. Because I do feel like I'm supposed to do something and positive though. And I just want to be a better person. When I was younger, I feel like I was a better person, more cheerfully. I understand when you're younger, you have less responsibilities and things like that. So it's easy to be cheerful when you're not paying no bills, right? But now I just want to be, and I was like, when I was researching more about my identity, Black identity, and when I was getting closer to God. And I know there's some people that feels like you cannot be pro-Black or you can't be, power to the people if you believe in God. I never said I believe in white Jesus, though. I do believe Jesus is a Black man from his description in the Bible. Just like when they say Cleopatra and all these people from Egypt were of white skin. Not true. We are starting to see people dig up the bodies, and you see the hair, and you see the wigs, and you see the texture, and you see the bone, the shape of the bone, the shape of the face, and you can clearly tell it's a black person. So, yeah, but that's just me. That's just me. I am allowed to have my own opinion. So if you believe God is white or whatever color you believe He is, Mexican, whatever He is to you, that's fine. But for me, I believe that God is black. So yeah, that's just my personal opinion. And I am going to be, I know you're like, why is she using letters instead of numbers? Just want to be extra. B, I'm going to read more books. Now, I don't want to read books like that's just going to rot away my brain. I want to read books that I feel like is going to kind of like educate, help out, um, give me more of a confidence boost. Not say that I'm low confidence, but just more of a confident boost within myself. Now, all these books I was able to get really cheap on at Amazon. So no, I'm lying, at eBay. So keep that in mind. I do in Instagram. I do follow a lot of pro black pages and black love pages. Because it just I am part of the community. It does help me seeing other sisters celebrate other sisters. I believe we all sisters, no matter what color it is. But I do feel, obviously, I will feel strongly with my black sisters because I am black. And but that's like a touchy subject, because there's some people that feel like you can't be pro black if you marry outside your race, which I did. My husband is Mexican, but I am Afro Latino. My dad was Haitian and Cuban. So I don't say that often because I don't know much about Cuba besides what I've read, but I'm talking about like history wise. I don't know Spanish or anything like that. My dad died at a really young age, so I really don't know much. But that's why I'm going to start reading books and start researching and stuff like that. My kids are also Afro Latino as well too. So hey, whatever. But I do identify myself as Afro Latino, but like if you really want me to put a label on it, but I usually say I'm Haitian American because I was born and raised. I was raised in Chicago, well, raised all over the place, but I usually say I grew up in Chicago because that's where my real dad died, and that's usually where we stayed at after he died for the longest. I went to high school and graduated high school there, so that's why I claim Chicago like that. And Chicago is the best, so it's all right. But I was born in Brooklyn, and I stayed there for a little bit. My dad was one of those people that he was in the military, so he didn't like staying in one place too long. And we only end up staying that long in Florida and Chicago because he got sick. His plan was for us to move back to Brooklyn, but it just, it wasn't in God's plan, I guess. So, yeah, that's a lot. And then C, I am planning on sharing more about myself because it's hard to share about yourself when you are making hauls. You could share your personal taste and put your little AB conversations in there, but I just feel like sometimes, especially since my subscription has gone up, which I thank you guys for, I just feel like sometimes you want to know who the heck you're watching. That's it. And D, A, B, C, D. Yeah, D. I'm going to read more books. I said no, that was my B, right? I was going to read more books. This is the books that I'm planning on reading. When I first I work with children. I've been working at the YMCA for a year now. But when a kid first gave me a book, this kid was looking like, lady, if I knew you couldn't read, I would have just asked somebody else. Because I was reading like, the cat is in the hat. Then he got out of the hat. Like, that's how I was reading. And when I was reading like that, like, when he brought me the book, I was like, okay, yeah, I know how to read it. But my flow was extra slow. Like you would have thought that I was learning how to read at home that day. And I think it's because I haven't picked up a book in years. I just don't have, well, I haven't made the time to pick up a book in years. So I was like, no, I have to change this. I did join this book club, and then I kind of got lazy and didn't do it. So there's a lot of times that I watch YouTube and I watch a lot of hauls, but I'm starting to get bored with that. I think that's, since I'm getting bored with that, I think that's why I kind of want to put different videos instead of hauls this year. I want to, I mean, D, I want to save more money, so that's my D. I want to save more money, but also I don't want you guys to start getting bored with my videos, because all I'm doing is showing you guys hauls as well too, and I want you guys to know the face, know the person that you're watching all the time. So these are the books that I'm planning on starting with. So this one is I Am Not Your Negro. I say ego. I'm Not Your Negro. Obviously, we all know that's from James Baldwin. But Raoul, I believe that's how you say his name, Peck, he is the one that, he was fascinated with James Baldwin. He took this speech that he made and pretty much made a book about it. So I heard really great things. It even made a documentary, I believe 2017, there was a documentary on it. I didn't get to watch the documentary. I need to watch it though. But I do know about James Baldwin. I have heard this speech, along with many other speeches he has made. This book was originally $15. I want to say I got this book for $5. So remember to go to eBay, because half of these books I got for $3, $5. The most was $7. And this one is How Far We Slave Have Come, Nelson Mandela and Fidel Castro, South Africa and Cuban in Today's World. It says Pathfinder. I was trying to find the author. I couldn't find the author, but this is the book right here. I wanted to read this book because I started seeing, especially the way that this world is, I started seeing... I feel like America does a lot of propaganda and these leaders just to make us hate them. And then I didn't realize when I started watching Fidel Castro's documentaries and reading up on him a little bit online, and this book was suggested to me, and that's why I purchased it. I realized that this book is originally $10. I want to say I paid like $3 or $4 for it. I realized how much he really, it's like he knew black people were the chosen one. He really went out his way to help. He had a close relationship with Nelson Mandela, but he really went out his way to really help Africa and to help it be more independent and stuff like that. That I did not know. I did not know that. They make it seem. I'm not saying that Fidel Castro was a hero. I didn't say that because I don't know enough about him to say that. But he did many things wrong. But I feel like he had many good points. Not to what he did, but I feel like he had many good points to some of the things that he. Some of the decisions that he made. Do I feel like he felt like some of his decisions were wrong? Do I feel like he had any regrets? Yes, but I feel like Fidel Castro was a man, which means he wasn't humble enough to say I am sorry, or humble enough to say I've made a mistake. From what I found, I didn't research too much about him, but more so about their relationship. So that's why I wanted to read this book. And then this book was also suggested to me. This book was suggested to me. The I Am Not Your Negro, that one was when I joined the book club, but I didn't even start it. And then this one was suggested to me by someone on Instagram. The Wretched of the Earth by Fritz Frohn, I guess. This one is this book is let's see, they say they have the writing of Malcolm X and all these different people in it. I do want to get a Malcolm X book, but my problem is I want to get an accurate Malcolm X book, because there's thousands of Malcolm X book. And there are some people who knew him that didn't like some of the things in the movie, with Denzel Washington and Spike Lee made, like the scene where he was washing his hair, washing the perm out of his hair out of the toilet. So people who knew him close said that never happened. So I want to buy an accurate book. I know there is going to be, it's not going to be 100%, but if I could at least get a 95%, then I would appreciate it. If you know any Malcolm X books that you think I will enjoy, write it down below for me, and I will check it out and I will get the book. So I'm going to read this book. This one is the Educational. You see why I gotta go back to reading? The Miseducation of the Negro by Carter Godwin Woodson. Someone was speaking about this book on my Instagram. Not on my Instagram, but on Instagram. On Instagram, I tend to follow a lot of positive, uplifting, pro-black, and even just uplifting pages. So it don't have to be a pro-black page for me to follow, but I mostly do follow pro-black pages because I am black. And someone was speaking, they put a quote, and I really love the quote. And then they told me the name of the book, and they showed me the book. So if you're going to suggest any books for me to read, at least tell me the color of the book, because sometimes you'll put a title and there'll be like thousands of them. And I thought this book was thicker. As you can see, it's really thin, and I see this book time and time and time again on my timeline. And the last time I saw it, I was like, okay. I've seen people suggest this book thousands of times on my Instagram, but I really didn't. I'm not gonna say I really didn't care. Obviously, it didn't move me enough to buy it until I read that quote, and then that's when I was like, and they were like, well, it's from the book, The Miseducation of the Negro. Then I was like, I need to get the book. I don't care how thick it is, I just need to get it. So most likely, I think I may start with this one. I did read a little bit of I Am Not Your Negro, but I think I'm going to start with this one. And then I also wanted to read Denmark. Who David Robinson made the book, The Buried History of America's Largest Slave Rebellion and the Man Who Led It. Obviously, this is a library book. I bought this book for $5, if I'm not mistaken, and I was just, they don't, the one thing I don't like about, especially in America and probably worldwide, they make it seem like Black history started with slavery, and I don't like that. That is not true. We have black people who invented things. We had, see, this is the author, so the author is not a black man. We have black people who were inventors, scientists, a lot of things, but a lot of their inventions were being stolen by white folks. So a lot of them figured, might as well make something, might as well get something instead of nothing. So they would sell their inventions very cheap, so they could hurry up and make a profit out of it instead of not making a profit, and the person ended up stealing it anyway. We all learned that with the whiskey. I forgot the name of the whiskey because I don't drink, but it was a black man who made it, and that one came out, and I think it came out only because it was starting to circle around in social media. And then I'm going to read Around the Way Girl, Taraji P. Henson, her bio book. This one is originally $26. I got, this one was my $7 book. This book was $7. She went through a lot, and then she put a lot of positive, never give up on your dreams type stuff. Look at me, I'm against the odds type stuff. But it was just something about her story that made me say, and a lot of good things that a lot of women, especially black women, but women of many colors, were giving a lot of good feedback about this book, and that's why I was like, I have to get this book. So these are the books I am planning to read. So that was D, A, B, C, D, E. So now we're on E. So E, or number 5, my last thing is I am going to start making. The last thing for me to do is I'm going to organize my home, because I started to pack up a little bit and not really organize, because we were planning on moving, but since we're not anymore, at least for another year, which works perfect for me, I'm going to do a big cleaning throughout half of my things, half of the girls' things, and just really start hanging up pictures and stuff like that. Because I feel like my house is not really homely, because I really haven't been able to hang up pictures, because I have my 3-year-old is a terrorist, so that's why. That's the real reason why. But discipline is coming, and my big announcement is I am in my 2nd trimester. Yes, people, I am pregnant. This is the outfit, by the way, that I wore to church for the last service in 2018. Puffy sleeves. This is an old shirt. Forever 21 back in the day had this couture line where it looks expensive, but it was at a good price. They brought it back, but now it's like in a different name, and it's really expensive. And it's from other companies too. I matched it. I paired it with my coat that I got from Charlotte Russe during Cyber Monday, where everything was $20. And I paired it with this skirt and this rose tights that I got from Target. This skirt was originally $24.90 from Forever 21. I put the picture. I put my last post, my last Forever 21 haul. I put it down below. I'll link it down below. But I got this skirt for $5.99 and a 1XL. So yeah, I just want to show you guys my outfit. And then I wore a plain black sock boot that, if you watch the haul, if you watch my the video that I'm going to link below, the ones that I got for $9 that was like clear, because it was snowing. Yeah. So I'm going to have another baby. No, I don't know what the sex is. I wanted to wait to find out, but I'm so impatient. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I am hoping for a boy, because this will be my last baby. I'm not going to have any babies after this. I don't know if I'm going to get my tube sides or whatever. I don't know what I'm planning on doing, but this will be my last baby. I am 33 years old. By the time this baby is born, I'm 34 years old. So I would like to end it with a bang, end it with a boy, where I could finally say, oh, good, instead of ending it with a girl where I'm still going to be like, I really wish I could have had a boy. As long as the baby's healthy, yada, 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 I'll be happy. But like I said, because this is my last one, I would prefer it to be a boy. This pregnancy was different for me. My first daughter and my second daughter, the pregnancy was different food-wise. The first one, both of them I was not able to eat until I was 5 months pregnant, because that's how nauseous and sick I was. I was able to eat. The first one, I was able to eat junk food. That's probably why I gained so much weight. I gained 20 pounds, 25 pounds, I think. When you're pregnant, you're supposed to gain 20 to 25 pounds. I believe I gained 23 pounds or something like that. So I was eating whatever. Now, when I found out that you could be diabetic while being pregnant, and preeclampsia and all that stuff, that's when I slowed down and started eating right. Because I did not want to be diabetic. The second one, I was pretty much a vegan. Fruits and vegetables only. When you're plus size, even though technically I was a size 12, but still that's plus size, because I lost weight, because I went back to working. But I had to be a vegan, vegetarian, not because it was my choice. My baby didn't want any meat at all. No meat, no meat. So all I did was eat fruits and vegetables. That's it. No chips, couldn't eat out, no pizza, no nothing, just fruits and vegetables. That's it. And when I made me a salad, I was only able to spread a little bit of shredded cheese, and that was the only thing. No milk, no, that was the only dairy that I was able to eat. That's it. This baby, I was okay. I'm able to eat perfectly fine. Going to my second trimester, I had a couple of days where I felt queasy, but I didn't throw up once compared to the other ones. I did not throw up once. I'm able to eat, no problem. I think now I have to watch my intake of my meat, because now the fried chicken and stuff like that is not really agreeing to me, so I don't really eat a lot of meat. I use meat to flavor things, but I don't eat a lot of meat, if that makes sense. And what else? And I'm going to eat more healthy, because my goal is to just gain 10 pounds. That is my goal. I have enough to work with. I just need to gain 10 pounds. I don't want to do, if I do 15, great, but I would prefer to do 10. That is my goal. Yeah, so when I get, now I feel a little flutters, just little flutters here and there. I don't really feel the baby move a lot. It's still a little early. I'm out of the danger zone, and that's the only reason why I'm telling you guys I'm pregnant. I've in my past I have had miscarriages and stuff like that, so that's why when I find out I'm pregnant, I don't just announce it like that. I don't just say it like that, because I don't want to jinx it, basically. But now that I'm out of the danger zone, that is the only reason I'm sharing that with you guys. I am sleepy. I do get sleepy, but I'm more energetic. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like this pregnancy is different than the other ones. So I'm really hoping that this is a boy. Also, I will be doing, once I start getting to the week of when I start getting movements in my belly, then on Tuesdays I might do like 5 minute plus size pregnant videos. I might do that for plus size people who just want to know what's up or whatever. Aside from that, most of my videos, like I said, if you guys have any topics you want me to do, any questions you want me to do, I would really love to do a question video, but every time I ask you guys to leave a question, I don't get many of them. But I would really like to do a question video. I'll look for more tag videos to do and stuff like that, but yeah, I kind of want to chill with the hauls. And me saving have nothing to do with because I'm pregnant, because I don't make that much. And it's just something I just want to do. I cleaned out all my stuff, and it's like now when I go to the mall, I haven't been to the mall, but when I go to the mall, it's kind of like I see more stuff that I have to try to push in my closet, and I'm not about that life right now. So that's the reason. I'm just irritated. I'm not in the mood for that. So that's the reason why. So that's all I have to say, you guys. I was trying to make this a short video, but I had a lot to say. Let's be honest, I talk a lot. So, but I hope you guys had a good start in your 2018. And if you are on this health kit, try to last longer than a couple of days, or at least 2 weeks, or at least a month. But try. The summer is sooner than you think. If I am pregnant and I could still work out, you could do it too. So thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate you guys for watching it. I appreciate seeing the numbers go up, and it's truly a blessing. And the reason why I say I appreciate it is because I was considering stop making videos, and then out of the blue, these numbers just started going up. So I really appreciate it. I know, like, it's like going towards 400. I know some people may be like, oh, 400, that's not a lot to boast about. For me, that's a lot to boast about. I've been doing, I want to say I've been doing it for 6 years, 7 years, like that, just as an outlet. Because I'm, like I say, before I was a stay-at-home mom, I didn't have much to do. So since I like watching videos, I like shopping, I was like, well, let me just show off my items too. And that's the only reason why. But pray for me. Pray that I have a boy. Keep me in your prayers. Keep my baby, more importantly, in your prayers. my health, everything. And I will do the same for you guys. So thank you. Welcome to 2018. Peace.